if you're new here, my name is Louise and this is the haul channel. I always say, like, I always start this video that way because I do have another channel. It will be linked down below in the description box if you're interested in taking a look. It's everything except hauls. This is just going to be purely hauls at the moment because I have been thinking Christmas is coming up and Vlogmas will probably have to be here. But apart from that, I'm going to get sidetracked a lot. I do talk a lot. I do have fibro, buy for my son and myself. I'm trying to get all of it out here right now. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more. You can give me a like, a comment if you enjoyed today's video. Share my video. I've never had a share, I don't think. Maybe I have in the past, a long time ago. But if you want to share, go for that as well. So, I do this thing where I say a lot of the time that this is a different haul to the normal hauls, and again this is a different haul to the normal haul. So we work on a £60 budget and that's for me and my adult son, but this week is different because obviously things are going to be different depending on what's happening in your life at the time. So actually Scott's here at the moment, so he's giving me some money because obviously he's going to be eating here. So I did tell you that I had an accident a few weeks ago and I hurt my ankle, and then I got a message from Scott on Thursday. I'm trying to think when you'll see this video, so it will be a week Thursday when you'll see this video, that he actually had to go to hospital. He couldn't walk in the morning and he's done something to his Achilles, whatever it is. I've tried to think about it and my brain's totally gone dead. It's Achilles something, he's torn it or stretched it or something. Anyway, he's in a boot and he's got crutches, so he's spending some time here for the next couple of weeks. So we're buying for him as well, but he's topped up. So when you look at the video title and it's going to say above budget or over budget, whatever it is that I decided to title it, that's the reason for it. So usually I buy for me and my adult son and we spend £60 budget. Scott's put towards it because clearly he's going to eat more when he's here, like it's going to add to the budget, and Scott's a meaty eater, like he's got to meat with every meal. Me and my son don't, so we actually didn't do that bad, so I thought it was going to be way higher than this. We actually spent 82.33, which I thought was going to be way above that, so 22.33 would be above our budget. You got to remember, if you've been here, you know. If you haven't, I will tell you. So I always donate 3 things to the food bank and always donate them when I'm in the store before I leave, because if I don't, they're going to sit in the hallway and it will be one of them, you know, every time I leave the house, oh, I got to remember to take it and I'll forget. So I just donate it straight away. So there's always 3 things, and 3 things this week were, to remember, there was a tin of peas, a tin of spaghetti, and chicken noodles this week, so they're not here, just in case you want to add it up as we go along, because I will give you the prices. We worked on a few sort of foodie ideas. So me and Scott are very opposite people. We went with food ideas and he's rigidly, we're going to eat those meals. We can play around with it, it doesn't have to be them. So we went in with the idea of a roast dinner, burgers, maybe chips, something like that, pasta bake, and steak meal and a chop meal. So that's just, you know, that's where we was working with. I do have a lot of things in the freezer and a few things in the fridge and stuff, so this is just like topping up to add to it. I will give you ideas of whose products are for what ideas and stuff like that as we go along. The shop was pretty basic and we was there the normal time that I would go there after work, and I don't know, maybe their delivery got in late or something, but there was a lot of shelves that were really empty, but they had the products like through the middle of the aisles where they were actively putting them out, so we didn't really get what we wanted, like totally, but we made do with the options that were available. I have my list and I will give you prices as we go along, so let's get on with the haul. I probably should have mentioned as well that I do shop on a Thursday, and because I have fibro and it's the first week back after my ankle injury, I actually don't haul the same day. So some things have been cracked into, but I've kept all the packages and stuff like that, so it is a true representation of what I've bought this week. Okay, so Mushrooms. Not a particular idea behind this, but I'm thinking maybe the fry up. I don't think I put that on the list, but I did think fry up after the fact. Possibly this is going to fry up. But Scott and I both like mushrooms. Corey's not so much of a fan, but they will get used either way, and they're 70p. Cucumber. Do like to have salad products in the house. We have a really decent amount of lettuce still. We're just not really used it so much, so I didn't need to get any lettuce. We've got cucumber, which is 79p. I've got two things of the tomatoes. I'm really into BLTs at the moment. I'm not being so much into meat for quite a while. I've been saying I'm not a meaty person. I go through phases. We're in a meat phase at the moment, but BLTs have been a big thing that I really enjoy. So you want to get bigger tomatoes for that. I actually did look at the there was a bigger packet that was like £1.75 and it was 750 grams. So I actually took these to the weigh-in scales. These worked out like 800 and something grams, but it didn't tell you in the little ticket. I always tell you about the little ticket and you work it out that way. With the tomatoes you can't do it that way because it tells you this form, it tells you per tomato, it's like 14p, and then the other packet tells you per grams, so it was really hard to figure it out. But this was 800 and something grams, and the tomatoes were actually 85p, so that would be £1.70 for 800, I think it was like 805 grams rather than the 750, so we're saving a little bit of money doing it that way. Yeah, but these are mainly for BLTs because that's my priority right now. I'm just really into them. Potatoes, again, Scott actually picked a lot of these items up because even though he's got the boot and that, he's still trying to like exercise his foot and stuff, and you know, because you need to rest but you also need to move things around. So he picked these. Actually didn't realise how good he did. Like, these are really good baked potato type potatoes, aren't they? I feel like I'm baked potato maybe a thing this week. And these are actually £1.29. We got these mainly for the roast dinner. I do have about half a packet of potatoes still. So yeah, we got a lot of potato options this week. Now, yeah, Scott's cracked into it. So this is his milk. He likes whole milk. He likes a creamy tasting type milk. I don't. And Corey clearly just deals with whatever his mum brought him up with. So Scott actually got himself a milk for his like coffees and stuff. Don't actually know how much a 2 pint is because it's been so long since I bought a 2 pint. £1.20. Oh, yeah. Okay, so £1.20 for 2 pints of the whole fat milk, or whole, is it fat? I think it's whole fat milk, isn't it? Semi-skimmed. Yeah, I think it's fat. Somebody will come at me if I got it wrong. I know they will, but it's fine. It's whatever. So this is the blue label milk. This is the semi-skimmed, so I think this is like half fat. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will let me know. I actually got the 6 pint this week because I'm thinking I'm going to do some sort of pasta bake. And I have the tuna pasta bake with the powder. If you remember, if you've been here for a while, you'll remember that I got a load of them for 5p, and we're getting really low, but we still got a few left, and you have to add the powders to the milk. So I got a good chunk of it. Normally I get a 4 pint, I got a 6 pint this time, and this was £2.15 for that, but I think we're going to use it this week. I got myself some grapes. Nobody's really particularly into fruit or anything, but I just, you know, this is a nice little sort of snack food, isn't it? Rather than maybe having some chocolate, maybe I'll go with some grapes, who knows. And these were £1.49 for that. Got some onions to go with the roast dinner. This is going to be roasted onions. Me, Corey and Scott all absolutely love roasted onions. You do have to do a lot. They really do cook down. I didn't really care whether we have the red onions or the white onions. Oh, this says brown, but we call them white. I don't even know why. And they're the same price. They're 95p for a big bag. I think this is it's a 1 kilogram. So it doesn't matter if you get the red ones or the brown ones, these are the same price, they're 95p. Now we did get, like I said, we got a lot of meat because Scott is a meaty person. He's going to have meat with every meal. Me and Corey don't tend to do it, but right now I'm eating a lot more meat at the moment, so we just went with it. So we got the chicken breast fillets. We was looking at some meat to go with the roast dinner. I did look in the reduced section, and I was going to go, if there was a good chunk of something in the reduced section, that's what we was going to go with, and there wasn't. So we just went with this, and it's got, I think it's 5 fillets in there. I mean, they're all squashed to the side, but there's 5 fillets in there for £6.3. We actually did have some of these last night. So these are the pork tenderloin steaks. I like these. I bought these a few weeks ago, and I did ask some ideas of how to eat them. Corey is not a fan, so I wouldn't normally have bought these because Corey doesn't like them, but I really enjoyed them. They are $5.50 for the pack of 8, or you can get 2 packs for £8. So we had 4 last night, we had 2 each, and then Scott has actually, that's why it's empty. We didn't buy it empty. He's actually packaged it up and put it in the freezer. These will go in the freezer, so once I've done this, Scott will probably freeze all this as well for me. So it's ready in small packages and I can have it. But £4 for 8 is a pretty good deal. I got 2 packets of the instant coffee. Yeah, we started it. I have been having this really strange thing where I think I've been dreaming a lot of things, and I think I have a lot of stuff in the cupboards. It turns out I don't. It's happened more than once this week. Coffee was one of them. I was really confident I had a coffee in there and I didn't. So I just bought 2 this week. I'll buy 2 more again next week. They're 99p. Really good. It's the cheerful coffee, but it's not very bitter. Like a lot of the cheap ones are bitter, and this is not, so I really enjoyed that. I got some balsamic vinegar just because I'm running out of the balsamic, and I like to put a little bit of this in gravy when I do a roast dinner. It's really nice. If you've not tried it, again, another thing I would recommend. It was just an accident. I went to dinner with somebody back in the day when I was a teenager, and they put balsamic vinegar in the gravy, and it was so good. £1.30 for this one. Sticky teriyaki sauce is actually Scott's. We'll show you in a minute. It's got some meat to go with that. I actually have no clue how much those are. Marinade, £1.50. He got the sticky teriyaki. I actually like the teriyaki sauce now, but I've not tried the one in the jar. So I was running out of Italian seasoning, so we picked up another one, and I just scanned it, £1. And it was, again, this really strange with the Italian seasonings in my store. They never have, like, you know, usually they have a whole row of them. It's just one random one stuck somewhere it shouldn't be. So it's just a fluke that I find it every time at the moment. But this is a really nice one. Again, this was another weird dream that I would have literally gambled money, and I'm not a gambler, that I had 2 of these in the cupboard and I didn't have any in the cupboard. I just picked one up just in case I need to use it this week. I'll probably pick another one up next week. That's 60p for that one. They don't have the cheaper version. They used to do like the essential range type one, but they don't. I don't know if they do it in other stores, but they don't in mine at the moment. So the peach juices are 65p each, and that's Scott's drink of choice. There's actually 2 colas. It's just over there, it's empty. Corey's already cracked into it. 2 colas, that's Corey's. These are the cherry ones. They're 65p each as well. I've got the diet lemonade, which is 60p. May as well keep going. We've got the paprika Pringles, £1.85 still, and this is to go in the Christmas pot. I think we're Pringles packet number 4 now to go for Christmas. All different flavours, but it's just our treat. You know, everyone has their treats at Christmas, and Pringles are going to be our thing. So this is actually a Scott's meal that's going to go with the sticky teriyaki sauce. So chicken wings, and they are £2.41 for a 1.1 kilogram. I've got some more wafer thin cooked ham, and £1.95 for this. As I've mentioned before, I actually do go shopping and I take my 4-wheel trolley. So we had the 4-wheel trolley, and this was like an early part of the shop. I did see later on that they do have the deal on the other packet. So this is a 400 gram for £1.95. It's like the cheap one. Normally, I think the other ones, so you have the cooked ham that's got like a smoky one, or for the life of me, I'm not going to remember any other names. There's going to be smoky ham. There's going to be different types of cooked chicken, different flavours and stuff. And they are £2.75 normally, but they're actually 75p off, so they're only £2. If I could have been bothered to go through the trolley, I probably would have swapped it out, but I enjoyed this anyway, so it's not a big deal. Scott got a thick cut beef rump steak for £7. Corey's already got a steak, so we're gonna have a steak meal at some point. I don't know what I'll have because I don't enjoy steak. I will not eat steak, but I'll find something. We've got 2 packets of these. What do they call these? These are cheese squares. People call them plastic cheese. They're 60, 65 or 69. 65. 65p a pack, with just literally out. I just like to have these in the cupboards all the time because they're individually sealed, so they keep for longer, and they're just good for so many different things. Like if you've grilled cheese, that's what you've got to go with. It works so well. I've got 2 packets of the smoky bacon again, but just because these cheap ones do exactly the same job as the more expensive one. And like I said, I'm really into BLTs at the moment. And they are £1.45 instead of the, what is it, £2.50 that I was looking at before, that I have to do if I do it online. So big saving, and yeah, they're just really, really good. I got 12 large eggs. Scott likes eggs anyway. He would normally have like egg sandwiches or something when I'm going to have a sandwich when I come in from work or whatever. He'll have an egg sandwich. Plus I'm thinking possibly some type of cooking something. I don't know. They will definitely be used though. Eggs. And they are actually £2.95 for 12 large ones. I've got the cheese again. I keep saying that this is just cheap cheerful. It does the job. It's £2.55 at the moment, so it's a little bit cheaper than usual, and it's really, really nice. I was going to get Corey some of the white digestives. If you remember last week, I got the McVitie's white digestive for £1.50. They didn't have them, but they didn't even have a gap, so I don't know if it was just a promotional deal or if they just didn't have a gap and they filled it. I don't know. So they didn't have any this week, so I just got Corey 1 packet and me another packet just for a sweet treat. These are 85p for the milk chocolate Asda digestives, and they're really, really nice. I've got a plain flour for 70p just because I'm nearly running out, and like I said, I'm going to start doing some baking, so I just wanted to make sure I have this in. I do have enough self-raising. Tomato juice is Scott's juice of choice. Again, it's something he enjoys. I actually like tomato juice. I didn't realise how much I like it, but I can't drink it like he can. He can just like down a glass. I've got to sip it. I'm not brave with it. And that one is £1.15. Oh, so these have gone up. I actually didn't pay attention. Like I said, we do the scan and go, so I just scanned them. Didn't even look at the scan and go because these have been the same price for so long. Didn't think they were going to go up, and I didn't even notice until I was looking at the receipt just to make sure I've got my full shop out this morning. And these are normally £3.35 for 24 bags of crisps, and they're 6 prawn cocktail, 6 cheese and onion, 6 salt vinegar, 6 ready salted. They actually came up at £3.60. So I'm quite curious what the price in Aldi will be, because I always compare these to the Aldi because they're so similar in like price and like bag for bag. They're really similar to that. So I will have to have a look at them. So that's a good chunk, isn't it? What is it, 25p in 1 week? It's a big chunk, yeah. So I'm gonna have to look in Aldi next time I go in there. I did look at the pot noodles. Like, you know, I've mentioned before, I like to get a pot noodle every time it's on a 75p deal. This wasn't, but it's the new limited edition flavour, and you know, I've told you before, there is a rule. If you see something new, you have to get it. It's the law. £1.20. It's a gravy and stuffing flavour. Corey and I will both try this and we will give you our honest opinion on it. I am quite excited. I do like to try the Christmas flavours when they bring them out. I don't know if the gravy and stuffing was one last year. It could have been. It's hard to remember if it was just gravy and stuffing or if it was like a chicken and something. I don't know. I honestly can't remember it, but you know, it's the Christmas, you know, Father Christmas. Gravy and stuffing doesn't sound like a lot of flavour, but we will see. It is actually the larger size packet as well. I got a packet of pasta just because I'm getting low, 41p. This is for Scott. He doesn't do normal toilet roll like us normal people. 65p for this packet. We got some salted popcorn. It's a Scott thing. He put some butter on it because that's what they do in America. Don't remember how much these were. I feel like maybe about £1.10. Popcorn, £1.10. I actually got that one right. So yeah, he will use this and like he'll put some warm melted butter on top of this. We was going to go for like the we was going to go for the popcorn packets where you pop it yourself, but you know, we end up burning it, and then a lot of the kernels don't pop, so we just went with that. And it was the last packet. I got 2 packets of the tortilla chips, 90p a pack, just because we used the other packet this week and I still have a lot of the dips and stuff, so we're good for that. I got Corey a right guard. I actually didn't realise that he uses a spray. I know he had a lot of sprays, you know, like Christmas and stuff. You get all those types of boxes from people, and I've seen a lot of empty packets, so clearly he uses the spray. I thought he used the stick like I do, but he doesn't. This is actually £1.60 for the larger one. It's £1.30 for the smaller one, so this works out way better. This has been opened. I actually haven't looked at the size bag, so I actually get the medium in this normally, and it's 20 bags for £1.50, which I believe has gone down, because I'm sure they're way more expensive. I know I need to get smaller bags, but I can't remember what for. So this is a size bag, just in case you want to know. Actually pretty decent. So I think this is the one Scott's used. That's why it's open, to put the pork chop thingies in. This is how many bags? 20 still. Okay, that's a little bit disappointing. So 20 small for £1.50 or 20 medium for £1.50. I wanted small ones for something, I just don't remember what, so I just thought let's just get them and then maybe I'll remember what. I got Kit Kats. These are the 4 finger ones for £1.50. I do like getting the 9 finger ones for £1.50. No, not 9 finger. The 9 2 fingers rather than the 4 fingers. But they're not. They're like £2.75, so I just went with that one. Oh, nearly lost it. Scott wanted different sort of chocolate, and he ended up just coming out with this 43p for milk chocolate, and this is a 100-gram packet. I had a hankering for hamburgers, and I wanted the cheap, shitty ones. I don't know if these are going to be that. I have not tried them for so long, but was looking at weights and stuff, and this is like £1.85 for 8 burgers. So I've got 2 because there's going to be 3 of us eating them. I probably won't eat as many burgers, but they're going to want more meat in their burgers, so they'll probably like maybe double or triple it. So we just went with those. I haven't got any buns yet because we don't know when we're going to use them, and the buns I bought last week actually went mouldy before I used them, so I'm holding off and I'll just buy them when I want them. And I got a packet of chips because I haven't got any in the freezer, and that's just for Corey to use because he's the one who tends to use these more. And they are actually £2.45 for a 1.5 kilogram. So that is the haul this week. I hope some of the prices have helped you out a little bit, or meal ideas. I will try my best to remember the things that I've got to try and give you. I will try my best to remember the things I've got to try, and I will let you know next week. I will try my best. I'm going to write it down, so you know what memory's like. If I forget and there's something you want to know that I bought that's new and I've not told you, put it in the comments next week and I will comment back. So it is Saturday. I'm recording this Friday. Hopefully the weather is okay for you. I know there's a storm coming over, but we've not actually, none of it's really hit us yet. I don't know if it's going to, but I hope you're in an area where it's not really hit you, or if it has, things aren't too bad. I hope you are getting all your hydration, you are taking your tablets, you're having a good day. I'm sending good vibes out as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.